So let's talk about sex. But also not sex, because there is more than one way that you can get herpes.
Herpes simplex virus belongs to a family of viruses called herpes viridae. Also in this family are diseases that you might know, such as chickenpox and shingles. It's a double-stranded DNA virus, which means it's going to replicate in the nucleus. It's icosahedral in shape and most usually enveloped. It's also a alpha herpes virus. This certain kind of herpes virus is unique because it is neurotropic, meaning that it's usually going to target the cells of your nervous system.
There are two main types of herpes simplex virus. Type 1 is generally above the waist. You can get it through saliva, usually through kissing, but also through indirect contact. Herpes simplex virus 2 occurs below the waist, transmitted either through sexual contact or vertical transmission, in which the mother unfortunately passes the disease along to her fetus. A little side note, herpes has been known to go out of bounds. Herpes simplex 1 from the mouth can be transmitted below the waist and vice versa. I'll leave you to work out the details. What makes herpes an interesting virus is that it's not just a one and done infection like, say, the common cold. In fact, it has a super interesting life cycle that I'd like to take a look at.
The target tissue of herpes simplex virus is mucosal tissue. This is going to be either in the respiratory system or the reproductive tract. In our cells, with our happy little nucleus, there are going to be receptors on the surface. The virus is going to bind to specific cell receptors, which will then say that the virus is okay and bring it into the cell. Once the virus has penetrated the cell, it'll release its DNA, which will travel to the nucleus for replication. There, a little baby virus is born and can leave the cell, lysing it or bursting it open, which is what it will cause the lesions on your face. However, the virus does not remain in the skin. It's going to travel along the peripheral nervous system and lie latent in a nerve. Herpes simplex virus 1 lies in the trigeminal nerve, while herpes simplex virus 2 lies latent in the basal ganglion of the pelvic region. In these nerves, the virus lies in wait, like some sort of STD ninja, flaring up occasionally, moving to the skin, and starting the whole cycle again.
Even with antiviral treatments like acyclovir, 1 in 5 adolescents and adults is infected with herpes simplex virus 2, and 1 in 4 women is. This is a virus that we need to know and talk about. Its replicative cycle makes it interesting, but its widespread nature makes it important, and that's on herpes.